Real quick, I just want to mention that I have a Twitch channel I stream on, and if any of you guys are looking for some extra content, I will leave the link down to that in the description. Any support would be greatly appreciated. Alright y'all, listen up. If you can't tell what I'm doing already, I am sweeping up the trash, alright? Because we have a massive problem in Destiny 2, and, well, it's trash. Like, it is very, very trash, and we need to fix it. Now boys, this video is going to be a little bit different than the ones you guys are used to seeing out of me, but I don't see enough people talking about this issue. In fact, I literally see barely anybody talking about this, so somebody needs to say something. But first and foremost, I just want to apologize to anybody who is a new player in this game, because this affects you more than pretty much anybody else. Anyways though, if you guys haven't caught wind of what I was talking about by the title or the thumbnail of this video, basically, if you didn't grind the weapons from either Season of the Haunted, Season of the Risen, or Season of the Plunder and you don't already have them craftable, you're literally screwed. You are 100% screwed, and there is zero way you can even get those weapons. Now notice I did not mention the Ikelos weapons at all, because technically, if you don't have Ikelos SMG crafted, there is still a chance of you getting this gun. But I will say, if you're 0 out of 5 and you're a new player, you will never have this gun crafted unless Bungie changes something. And you want to know why that is? Well, Bungie decided instead of throwing these weapons into the helm for some sort of focusing, they would just remove Umbral Engrams from the entire game altogether. The only reason I even have some on my inventory was I just had a couple in the Postmaster. But like I said, there is zero way you can focus these guns at all. In fact, the only way you can get something like Peace of Mind, which is something from Season of the Risen, is to buy it from the gunsmith. The problem with this is there's no way of getting a red border. Like, I could buy 10 of these, 20 of these, 30 of these. None of them would ever drop with a single red border. And I know there are going to be some people in the comments that are like, well, Grav, if you didn't grind these weapons when they were out, that's on you. Here's the thing. A lot of people are new players to the game when new DLCs drop. They didn't have the time to grind these weapons. Now, like, you could say that for me, where if I didn't grind a weapon, is it my fault? I guess so. I guess that is my fault. But for a newer player, how are you going to punish them like that? Like, imagine you're a new light, you load into the Crucible, and you are getting ran over by Ikelos SMG, and then you try your absolute hardest to go craft one. You grind for it all week, and you don't get a single red border because the chances of you getting one are so astronomically low that it's probably just never going to happen. And you know what's even worse in all that? The problem doesn't even end there, because Bungie somehow messed up the legacy focusing as well. If you look at the legacy focusing for something like Trials or Iron Banner, it's missing a lot of key weapons. Like, seriously, Bungie, no Igneous Hammer, no Eye of Soul, no Scholar, no Exile's Curse. There's so many guns that are just missing from here that people would love to grind. And on top of that, why do we not have a second section where we can turn in our completed Trials cards for an adept of these guns? Like, I don't understand why that's not a thing. It's just weird to me, because how are people going to hype up a DLC that actively punishes new players for just playing the game? You can't get any of the best weapons in the game, so like, what do you even do? And if me showing all that was not enough for you guys to realize how many amazing weapons that new players just cannot access anymore, let's just take a look at my inventory, alright? Fractivist, damn near impossible to get. You have to farm the shit out of theirs, and you're going to be lucky to even get a mediocre roll of this thing. Ostringer, you literally can't get it. Steady Hand, not in the Iron Banner focusing, you literally can't get it. Messenger, best pulse rifle in the game, you literally can't get it. Eye of Soul, once again, probably the best kinetic sniper in the game, maybe tied with Defiance of Yasmin, you can't get it anymore. Peace of Mind, best rapid fire in the game, second to maybe only Autumn Wind, and the odds of you getting a God Roll Autumn Wind are just, good luck, man, good luck. It doesn't even end there though, because if you look at the energy slot, the best gun in the game, Ikelos SMG, not obtainable. Drang Baroque, best sidearm in the game, not obtainable. Igneous, arguably the best handkin in the game, not obtainable. Beloved, what, like, need I say more, bro? Need I say more? None of these guns are obtainable. Like, if you're a new player, does that motivate you to play the game? Like, you're just getting ran over in PvP by somebody using Ikelos SMG and Fractivist, and then you're like, oh yeah, I should get those guns. Does that motivate you guys to play the game? Because it sure as hell doesn't for me. And I don't even really want to be that guy, but when you compare some of these options to their second best, it's laughable, honestly. Like, you look at Igneous Hammer stats right here on Destiny Gunsmith, we have 90 range, 53 stability, 75 handling. And honestly, You could customize that to make it even better depending on your subclass and whatnot. You change this to void, you gain 20, oh, I can actually change it right there. I didn't know that. But you gain like 20 stability. So like you could have a 120 with 90 range, 73 stability, 55 handling. If you even wanted to, you could go with arc and then probably use a different barrel like small bore. And then look at your stats on this. Like, we're going to say that this hand cannon is on the same level as this? Bungie, hello? Like, you can't get Igneous anymore, and you can barely get a good bottom dollar. If you get lucky and you get blessed by the grace of the gods, you'll get a good bottom dollar. With like, if you look at how many bad perks are in each column, right? So 4 times, bad perk, pulse monitor, bad perk, feeding frenzy, not good, hipfire grip, not good, subsistence, not good. Like, there are so many bad perks on this weapon that the odds of you getting something like rangefinder explosive, rangefinder opening, it's just terrible. Whereas opposed to like Igneous, where you have quick draw, that's good, killing wind, that's good, rapid hit, that's good, encore, that's good, overflow, that's like, this gun has so many good perks. So it was honestly easier to get a good Igneous than it was to get a good bottom dollar. And on top of that, Igneous has those adept mods. So anybody who has an Igneous is just at a massive advantage in terms of using a 120. And what's funny about that whole Igneous situation is the kinetic slot has the exact same problem for 120s. Steady hand is absolutely juiced, but what can you do? You can't get the gun anymore, so if you didn't hold on to it from like 35 seasons ago, you're not competing. You're not competing. And then True Prophecy, good luck, man. I literally ran 180 dares runs in a week just to get a god roll. And you guys might have even worse luck than that. So it's just not happening. The only option you have is round robin. And round robin, like, let me show you guys. Are the stats on round robin necessarily bad? I mean, no, they're not, right? If you put everything into it, you put stability masterwork. But how is this comparing to this? You know what I mean? And you don't even have to worry about this reload speed because you have slide shot. So, like, are we really saying that this round robin is better than the steady hand? I don't know about that one, Chief. And probably the worst of all is this right here. Ikelos SMG, and the second best thing being borrowed time. Because once again, it's a playlist weapon, so you have 12 perks in each slot. You're never going to get a god roll borrowed time. On the plus side, it does have this field-tested origin trait now, which is really, really good. But, like, it's crazy to me. The only thing borrowed time has on Ikelos is the zoom, and it does have a little bit more base range. But that's before you take this BS, completely overpowered perk into consideration that, in my opinion, just shouldn't even work in PvP. You break somebody's shield with Ikelos, you basically get your entire mag back. I don't know how this is balanced for a legendary weapon, but like I said, if you're a newer player, you're just screwed. Like, you don't have an Ikelos SMG if you're a newer player. You just don't. What's even more funny than everything I just showed you guys is even when you look at crafted weapons, just take a look at energy snipers that are craftable. You have Beloved, which is obviously, you know, probably the best sniper in the game. And then you have Father's Sins. So if you don't have a Beloved and you want a crafted sniper, you're going to have to go with a Father's Sin. Like, is this a joke? This sniper, I'm sorry, Bungie, this sniper is a 2-pack of ass, all right? I'm going to be honest. Nobody uses this thing. This thing sucks, all right? It's not good. It's not good at all. Literally not at all. And you compare this to a Beloved, like, it's a wrap, bro. Like, a new player has to use this when an old player can use this. Like, what are we doing? Now, honestly, I could go on and on and on about this literally all day, and I could probably make this into a 20-minute video if I talked about every single weapon that's outclassed by a weapon you can't get anymore. But honestly, that's just a waste of everybody's time. All I'm really asking for is just a little bit of attention from Bungie on this situation, because the stuff Bungie pays attention to these days it's kind of disappointing. Like, I don't know if you guys saw on Twitter, but they patched the Master Duality armor farm. Like, who cares? I'm sorry, bro. Like, people are grinding for armor in your game because you ruined a lot of people's builds with the new mod system by taking Powerful Friends and Radiant Light away. Like, what do you expect them to do? Not take advantage of that? It makes no sense to me. Anyways, though, that is pretty much going to be everything that I have for today's video. I'm hoping this at least changes something in the coming seasons. If not, though, I mean, at this point, I really would not be surprised. But if you guys did enjoy it, I would greatly appreciate it if you left a like and a comment letting me know what you thought. Anyways, it's been Gravelly. Peace.
Ooh.